Welcome to EPG Pathshala. We are going to deal a module on technological trends in communication. As we all know, communication is the essence of human existence. One cannot exist without communications. The Stone Age of the past has been transformed to the modern globalized era because of the increasing efficiency of communication. In today's day, we have so many gadgets which are being used for the communications, and communications has so fast. So, the world has turned as a very small place for us. The communication has been sophisticated and fast. So, at any time we can reach to anyone within a click. So, in this module we will try to understand the concept of, in this module we will try to understand the concept of communication technology and various trends in the communication system. Let us understand the concept of communication technology. Before we attempt to know the technological trends in communication, it is necessary to understand the meaning of certain key terms that are either used separately or in combination in describing and discussing about various facets of communication technology, its use and application in various spheres of human endeavors, and the issues and limitations associated with the application of technology. The key terminologies are used to understand the concept of communication technologies are information, communication and technology. Information is a collection of facts or knowledge acquired through study, experience or instruction, from which further conclusions may be drawn. Communication is the process of conveying information through exchange of ideas, feelings, intentions, attitudes, as well as by speeches, gestures, writings, behavior and possibly by variety of ways, including the electro behavior and possibly by variety of ways, including the electromagnetic means. Whereas technology refers to the discipline dealing with the art and science of applying scientific knowledge to practical problems. Thus, communication technology may be defined as the knowledge, skills and understanding needed to exchange information verbally or non-verbally in an efficient manner. While communication deals with the process of accessing information, decoding information and its transmission, the technology deals with the mechanism of processing of it via a medium or channel with increasing efficiency. For example, radio, television, computers and many such electronic and telecommunication tools. The technology facilitates communication between individuals or groups who are not physically present at the same location. Hence, by technological trends in communication, we mean the latest development in the field of information and communication technology that has been immensely popular and widely accepted by the masses across the globe. According to Australian Communications and Media Authority, the technological trend that we witness today is due to an accelerating pace of change driven by overlapping developments in technology and connection between people, database and objects. Diversity in the development of physical infrastructure, including broadband, digital broadcasting, smart radio systems, sensor network, efficient techniques in multimedia transmission, location sensing and context aware technologies, intelligent transport systems and satellite services. Continuing spread of distributed connectivity through integration of information processing beyond the desktop into everyday objects and activities. Enhanced content and network management capabilities driven by developments in deep packet inspection and content filtering technologies, coupled with the need to improve e-security, identity management, intellectual property protection and energy efficiency. The emerging social web acting both as a platform and database enabling innovation and creativity by users and service providers, and continuing scientific and technological innovations which in combination are driving advances in computing power, display technologies, artificial intelligence and nanotechnology. Communication technology today is a major branch of study dealing with the topics that we have discussed. It is beyond the scope of this module to discuss and elaborate all the emerging technological trends in communication. Let us have an overview of some of the major technological trends in communication. Technological trends in communication can be viewed from different angles, such as technological applications, transforming and shaping communication, the trends in technical infrastructure for communications, and the trends in information communication network management. Technological applications transforming and shaping communication. It includes internet. Internet is the most powerful and the most popular medium of communication today, and it will continue to remain the main driving force behind future developments in information and communication technologies. It is a system of networking computers across the globe using TCP, which stands for Transmission Control Protocol, or Internet Protocol, which are a set of standards for transmitting and receiving digital data. The Internet consists primarily of the collection of billions of interconnected web pages in host servers that are transferred using hypertext transfer protocol and is collectively known as the World Wide Web, or WWW. The Internet also uses FTP, or file transfer protocol, to transfer files, and SMTP, or simple mail transfer protocol, to transfer email. It is a network of networks that consists of millions of private, public, academic, business and network and government networks of local to global scope that are linked by a broad array of electronic, wireless and optional networking technologies. One of the important advantages of Internet is it allows greater flexibility in working hours and location, especially with the aid of high speed connections. The Internet can be accessed almost anywhere by numerous means, including wirelessly through mobile phones, tablets, laptops, gaming consoles and other portable internet devices. The World Wide Web, or WWW, is one of the many services offered on the Internet. The web is a global set of documents, images and other resources, logically interlinked by hyperlinks and supported with uniform resource identifiers. Unified resource identifiers symbolically identify services, servers and other databases and the documents and resources that they can provide. Hypertext Transfer Protocol, or HTTP, is the main access protocol of the World Wide Web. Web services also use HTTP to allow software systems to communicate in order to share and exchange business design and data. World Wide Web has enabled the decentralization and democratization of information on a large scale. Compared to printed media, books, encyclopedias and traditional libraries, the WWW has enabled individuals and organizations to publish ideas and information to a potentially large audience online at significantly reduced expense and time. Publishing a web page or blog or building a website involves little initial cost, and for that matter many cost free services are available. Here I would like to mention the first generation, year 1990 to 2000 of the web was characterized as the information age that enabled us to have access to various important information through search functions. The second generation of web 2.0 that hypothetically spread between year 2000 to 2010 has largely been developed, the second generation of Web 2.0 that hypothetically spread between years 2000 and 2010 has largely been in interaction, and it became known as the social wave. Currently in the early stages of development, the semantic wave, that is Wave 3.0 is expected to provide a more custom made web experience by anticipating and delivering information of interest to individual users. Streaming media. Streaming media is the process of delivery of digital media for the immediate consumption or enjoyment by end users. The range of streaming media content is much wider, from specialized technical webcast to on-demand popular multimedia services. Podcasting is another application where audio material is downloaded and played back on a computer or moved to a portable media player to be listened to on the move or anytime as per preference of the user. These techniques, using simple equipment, allow anybody with little censorship or licensing control to broadcast audiovisual materials worldwide. Now, many radio and television broadcasters provide internet feeds of their live audio and video programs. YouTube, launched in 2005, is now the leading website for free streaming videos with a huge users following. It uses a flash based web player to stream and show video files. Chat. Chat is a typically real time text based or voice or video communication between two or more people simultaneously via computer networking. Video chats requires provision of web cameras attached to the interconnected computers or smartphones and tablets having front facing cameras and the appropriate software. Email. Electronic mail is the exchange of computer mediated message between the sender and the recipients through internet. Email is instant, and if both the recipient and the sender are online simultaneously, then the communication occurs in real time. Emails are exchanged between the sender and recipient using the simple mail transfer protocol or SMTP with software programs called mail transfer agents, and delivered to a mail server by program called mail delivery agents or MDAs, also sometimes called local delivery agents or LDAs. Email is now being increasingly used on smartphones thanks to the specific mobile apps designed for that purpose. Earlier, users could only access email on computers. It is now possible for users to check their email out of their home, office or institutions and while on the go. With all its advantages, emails should be used judiciously and need to be carefully monitored for spamming, phishing, spoofing and spreading of worms, trojans and viruses via mail attachments. Teleconferencing. It is a means by which individuals or group located at different places can meet and exchange data, speech, visuals, etc. Though video conferencing, particularly in two-way video conferencing, people located at remote sites can see themselves in live action using information and communication technology. Video conferencing creates a social presence that resembles face to face meetings and discussions, that enables participants to see the facial expressions and physical demeanor of each other while actually being present at remote sites. Alternatively, internet teleconferencing includes internet telephone conferencing, video conferencing, web conferencing and augmented reality conferencing. Internet telephony involves conducting a teleconference over the internet or a wide area network. One key technology in this area is voice over internet protocol. Popular software for personal use includes Skype, Google Talk, Windows Live Messenger and Yahoo Messenger. The more advanced version of teleconferencing is on the unveil in the form of telepresence that aims to provide a video based immersive system which attempts to imitate a face to face meetings using high resolutions 3D vision and audio. Such tele-immersive systems combine aspects of virtual reality with video conferencing and aim to allow people separated by great distances to interact naturally as though they were in the same room. Social networking. Social networking is a web based platform primarily aimed at establishing social relations among people who share interest, activities, backgrounds or real life connections. A social network service typically here consists of a user profile, its social links and a variety of additional services to share each other of feelings, interest through instant messaging. There are many social networking services emerged over a period of time that include Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, etc. These social networking services make it possible to connect people who share interests and activities across political, economic and geographic borders. Social networking now is increasingly being used for education, business promotion, creation of political awareness, sharing of research findings and scientific knowledge, advertising, philanthropic activities, legal and police investigations, disseminations of social messages by the government departments and even NGOs pertaining to general health, hygiene, etc. Social networks will continue to change everything in our everyday life. Let us discuss the trends in technical infrastructure for communication. High speed data transfer requires digitalization of data and their efficient and economical transformation through digital telecommunication technologies. Some of the technical infrastructures required for this are broadband. It refers to a telecommunication signaling method that is capable of transporting multiple signals and data traffic simultaneously. Broadband has a wider communication bandwidth of at least 256 kilobytes per second or kbps or higher in comparison to narrower bandwidth of only 56 kbps in case of baseband. In other words, broadband can transmit more data with greater speed across multiple channels simultaneously. Wireless. Wireless refers to telecommunication systems, for example, radio transmitters and receivers, remote controls, etc., which use some form of energy, for example, radio waves, acoustic energy, etc., to transfer informations without the use of wires. Information is transferred in this manner over both short and long distance. Wireless applications may involve point to point communications, point to multi point communications, broadcasting, cellular networks and other wireless networks, Wi-Fi, etc. The best known example of wireless technology include the mobile phone, satellite television, wireless networks, wireless LAN, WiMAX, cellular data service such as GSM, CDMA and GPRS, 3G networks such as WCDMA, EDGE or CDMA 2000. Communication satellites. Communication satellites are artificial satellites. Those have been stationed in the space for the purpose of providing telecommunications links to the earth based receiving and transmission stations. Artificial satellites that relay received signals from an earth station and then retransmit the same signal to other earth stations. They are commonly deployed in circular geostationary orbit located 35,786 km above the earth. While viewed from the earth, a satellite in a geostationary orbit appears motionless in a fixed position in the sky. So, the nomenclature is geostationary. Cloud. Among the other mega trends in the field of communication, one is cloud computing or cloud services. Cloud computing refers to the use of web based computing systems, applications and services that are accessed independently from the underlying infrastructure. Cloud is now increasingly used by millions because people have more than one computer or computer based devices like a laptop or smartphone or tablet or desktop PC, and cloud services are just ideal for synchronizing data between many such devices. Any individual user who has permission to access the server can use the server's processing power to run an application, store data or perform any other computing task. Therefore, instead of using your personal computer every time to run a native application, the individual can now run the application from anywhere in the world, as the server provides the processing power to the application and the server is also connected to a network via the internet or other connections platforms to be accessed from anywhere. Another trend of communication is the smartphone. It is a mobile device with more advanced computing capability and connectivity than basic cell phones. It is typically loaded with various features of a mobile phone along with those of other popular gadgets such as a personal digital assistant, a media player, a digital camera and or a GPS navigation unit, plus the features of a touchscreen computer including web browsing, Wi-Fi and third party mobile applications. More than half of mobile users access internet search on a daily basis and a staggering 99% use their mobile browser each day. The biggest trend with the greatest immediate impact on communication is the shift to mobile. Global mobile traffic currently represents 70.4% of all internet traffic and is rapidly increasing. Mobile internet use is expected to surpass traditional desktop internet use in 2014. Trends in information communication network management. The unprecedented and rapid development in the field of communication technology has also raised the concern about the safety of personal data and security, ownership and control over copyright of the material produced by individual or organizations, and the loss of direct control over applications and software. Protection of intellectual property right of the digital content is a major concern that needs attention, which ensuring proper management of information and communication networks. The end user education, effective cyber law, the mechanism of enforcement of the cyber law, international cooperation of nations including the cooperation of the internet services providers and who hosting agencies worldwide is immensely essential to ensure e-security and to prevent cyber fraud and threat. The Government of India has also established Data Security Council that is focusing in the area of advocacy on data protection and cyber security, capacity building on security and privacy. The Information Technology Act 2000 of India has provisions to deal with various types of cyber crimes including data theft, fraud, mischief, forgery, defamation, IPR violation, credit card frauds, unauthorized hacking, email spamming, email spoofing, Trojan attacks, etc. The Government of India has also established Data Security Council that is focusing in the area of advocacy on data protection and cyber security, capacity building on security and privacy, etc. However, a more comprehensive cyber security policy is still in the process of finalization. So, in the conclusion, I would like to say in this module, we try to understand the meaning of communication technology and more specifically the trends of communication in technology. Communication is a process where the knowledge, skill and understanding is used at its best for the transformation of message from one source to another source. In this module, we discussed various trends of technology from cloud to smartphones. We have also discussed the role of technical infrastructures such as broadband, clouds, satellites, smartphones like mobile phones, etc. Thank you.